The new National Party has added its voice to the call for a collaborative approach to addressing the festering issue of crime in the country. The party, which expressed deep concern with the recent surge in murders, suicides, and illegal gun-related activities, said immediate action against crime is imperative, especially as we approach the carnival season and the anticipated large crowds at events and increased alcohol consumption. In a recent news release, political leader and former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell said, and I quote, "We at the NNP acknowledge an urgent need for comprehensive measures to address these issues and restore the peace and security to our society, of which we are all accustomed. NNP firmly believes that a collaborative approach engaging various stakeholders is crucial in effectively combating the crime situation and ensuring the safety of our citizens and visitors." End quote. The main opposition party believes that crime often stems from underlying social issues and the lack of proper mental health support, and is suggesting increased psychosocial assistance programs to address the needs of individuals at risk of engaging in criminal activities. It says that by lifting people out of poverty and addressing social inequalities, we can create an environment where crime is less likely to thrive. The NNP continues to advocate for the reinstatement of the $150 removed from participants in the SEED program, especially considering the sharp inflation currently being experienced. The release said, and I quote, "Addressing crime requires addressing the socio-economic disparities. The NNP proposes focusing on vulnerable families and communities by providing them with necessary resources, opportunities, and support systems." End quote. To date, there have been 14 homicides and 6 suicides recorded in Grenada. As police officers crack down on gun-related crimes, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell disclosed on Monday that 31 illegal firearms have been intercepted by members of the Royal Grenada Police Force so far for this year. He addressed the issue of violent crimes in the country at a press conference in St. George's on Monday.
And so it's absolutely critical that when we look at these situations, that we ensure that we take a preventative approach to the loss of life rather than a reactionary approach. And certainly we accept the Royal Grenada Police Force, which has the responsibility for law and order in our society, will have to do more. Therefore, that beefing up our screening and our security at our ports of entry, particularly at the seaport, is going to be critical. And so the Grenada Ports Authority is taking steps to be able to get the necessary screening that can allow for the screening of barrels and so on, so that we can detect attempts at introducing illegal firearms into our communities.
The RGPF has been advocating for a community approach to addressing crime in the country. Statistics previously disclosed shows a reduction in crimes at the end of May, 2 months after recording an 8.4% increase at the end of March this year. Statistics previously disclosed shows a reduction in crimes at the end of May, 2 months after recording an 8.4% increase at the end of March this year. There has been a 1.4% increase in harm offenses and a 6.6% increase in assault offenses. The data shows that property-related offenses increased by 21% at the end of March compared to 2022 figures, however, reduced to 17% at the end of May. There has also been a 46% reduction in sex crimes compared to the same period last year. The main opposition New National Party calls for religious leaders to speak out against violence and negative behaviors, offer spiritual guidance, and actively engage their congregations and the nation on a whole to promote peaceful coexistence. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.